Okay, cooking time again. And now we're going to make some fried rice noodles, okay? So initially we are going to put ginger because it's more difficult to cook than the garlic, okay? And then this recipe is nice with shallots, okay? Or onions, but shallots and onion leaves are great, so great for this one. You'll put them raw after cooking this one. I just don't have it, okay? So there, and then so so when it's brown, since it's been heating earlier, so when very hot, you'll put the beef. So use a cut of beef that's easily cooked, okay? Yeah. Yeah. And then you put the rice noodles, which is soaked rice noodles, okay? I soak them in water, so depends on the instructions of the noodles that you will buy, okay? Okay. This can do with egg noodles too, okay? Yeah. Uh, chilies, chili peppers is also great with this one, okay? Or chili oil. There. By the way, I'm using pork oil, okay? But you can use any oil. I just use that because when I fry the pork, pork fat, I don't use oil, and then I'll wait until the oil comes out, and then it's the oil that I'm using instead of very artificial oil. Either, no, instead of other oils that's very doubtful to use. So today we don't know what they're using, what have they been doing, the products that we consume. So just a little soy sauce, maybe that's a tablespoon. There. So when after soaking, you dry your noodles. And then I'll put the fire off, and then I'll put the watercress. So there, we're done. So that's basically done. You don't have to overcook the watercress because the nutrients, and it's not delicious when it's overcooked. The nutrients will diminish, or you will lessen the nutrients, okay? There, we're done. Okay. And there, that's our finished product. It's very delicious, guys. You can add black pepper and chili sauce, okay? Chili oil. But for me, that's already delicious. Just a little soy sauce, and you can add a little brown sugar to make it sweeter, okay? There. Doesn't it look delicious? Just add a little oil for more taste. So yeah, so that's a video of the fried noodles, and you just follow the cooking instructions or the instructions of how soaking your noodles, okay? And I just follow this and get some idea on soaking and cooking the noodles. But anyway, I just use what I have on my kitchen, and it worked well, and it's really delicious. So avoid overcooking your vegetables. As you have seen, I have put the watercress at the end of cooking, okay? And then the beef was, you choose a cut of beef that's easily cooked, maybe a cut of steak, okay? And as as you've seen, it's less than 4 minutes, and the beef is tender, okay? There, and the soy sauce, just put half tablespoon, or maybe I put a tablespoon on it, and that's it. But if you want, you can put brown sugar or MSG, okay? And you can put chili oil too if you want. So there. And what are we going to talk about now? We will talk about, since we have singled out those women last video, now we will single out the men who hate me, okay? So these men hate me. Why? I don't know. For any reason, for the reason that I know is just, they are just really hateful people, just like the women. Okay, there are people who are really full of hatred, anger, and misery that they want to project it on other people. Okay, so there, and yes, it's envy. Okay, so how do you spot these kinds of people or men? Okay, so generally, actually, what I'm saying here on my video, you can apply it to men, women, gays, bisexuals, lesbians, any kind of people, okay? And even children. So you just observe, but you know, it can be applied to any person, okay? So just observe this one, okay? Me, I really don't go out there and observe people, and I just suddenly notice, or sometimes I really observe, but I just suddenly notice some traits, okay, of these people without me knowing that I'm really observing, but I just notice it, okay, without intentions, okay, without intentionally doing it, okay. So here are some of their traits, okay. So, and to my bisexual friends or colleagues there, those men, if you think it's not you, then it's not you, okay? So it's just up to you there. I'm not generalizing, but as I've said, I have yet to see one who is genuine and good, and I hope we can find one. So here, so these men who hate me are usually men who have, you know, confused perception of their gender or their sexuality. I guess they are hidden. They have hidden bisexuality. They are hiding their true gender or sexuality. They really can have sex with men, girls, gays, lesbian, and anyone, okay? And usually these men are looking for, when they get married or when they have girlfriends or maybe friends, usually they will choose those who are high or who are wealthy. So if in my observation, if you observe them, usually their wives or girlfriends are richer than them, or more financially able than them, or more responsible than them, because these men are usually irresponsible. They're gamblers, they're alcoholics, okay, and many more. They smoke a lot, and yes, they lie a lot, big time, to the point of destroying other people without any provocation many times, okay? Unlike me or other people that we get provoked. That's why we talk back and retaliate after how many years of backstabbing or what. It's just until it's bottled up, and we really have to talk. I really have to talk for my safety. So I even called the human rights office here, but I cannot just go for an interview because of the pandemic. Okay, and yes, even if I'm a fighter, I don't want to be disturbed every now and then by those kinds of men, because they are manipulative. One of their trade is manipulation. Every time I go out, it's like programmed. Okay, there are groups of people going there, and they're trying to prove that I am bisexual like them, that I don't know myself, because they want me to regret it, and because maybe they believe in their God, but some, because of their belief in their God, or just for the plain reason that I was born male, that's why they don't like trans women. Or maybe they just want to be me and they cannot just bring it out to the world because it's too late. They've been too arrogant, like they're real men. Okay? And yes, I guess they don't know that they don't really believe, or they really don't know the concept of God, of believing in God. Me, I don't have a God. I don't believe in God. I don't have a religion. But them, they are very open and saying, but look at what they're doing to me. Okay? They're turning me into who I'm not, into a very combative person, into a very angry person, into a very hard person, very unloving and unkind person. Just like them. Okay? Because the reason is they are better than me. Okay? And they even call me baby, that I don't know the world. Okay? But when you see them, they're very irresponsible. Okay? And they're very arrogant. And what else? One reason is maybe love. Okay? They said that I'm so afraid to love. But how can you love men who wants you to be like them, to be bisexual or be confused with your sexuality or your gender, so they can approach you and so you could shut up and not talk against them? You see, the world is trained to shut up against these evil, miserable people. But me, for my safety, I will just keep on talking. Okay? And usually these kinds of men are fake friends. I haven't seen this men like ask me to go out and eat or drink, okay? Here in the Philippines, okay? But in some places, yes, they did, but their agenda is, it's not really that sure. But in here, you expect, like, if these closeted men will come near you, it's mostly on monetary purposes, financial purposes. Because many of these men are financially challenged, mentally challenged, emotionally challenged, okay? And they love to use women against me. So they will see if I will like at least one woman in my life. My God, they're really crazy. Because the reason is, they've been involved with one man in their life just once, but I don't think it's just once. Okay, and these women are crazy just like them. As I can see, these women are stupid and mentally challenged and emotionally challenged and financially challenged too. I am not regretful of what I'm saying in other terms, and these terms, because they are very mean people, okay? They're very, what they're doing is psychological, emotional war, okay? So there, and yes, many of these men are male prostitutes, okay? They have been paid for sex by other gays and women. Okay, and if you observe them, there are many of them. Even if they claim to be in the army now, in the police now, oh, you know their lifestyle. Whatever. What else? And yes, usually their girlfriends and their wives are just like them. Even if their wives look submissive or docile or what, or kind, no, but they're hiddenly evil. These men are just like openly evil, but their women and their girlfriends are most often than not like them. Okay? So I said I'd rather be alone than to have a man like this. And yes, it's true, because I really cannot tolerate these kinds of men who wants me to be romantically involved with them, and yet they want to have a family, but they're so gay. Oh my God. Just imagine their children, observe their children. Their children are alcoholics, have attitude problems, or they are withdrawn, very extremes. It's either they're withdrawn, very shy, or alcoholic, gamblers, or suicidal, you know. So if there are children like this, you better observe the parent, because might be something wrong with the parents. Okay, there. So what else? What are my other thoughts? I've taken some notes here. Oh. So there, just be careful, and yes, these men are very revengeful. As you can see, they have all the negative traits, and they are very revengeful. They cannot just me, when I get angry, it stops. These men, and like their women counterparts and gay counterparts, they're very revengeful. They will come here from all places and shout at me even when I'm asleep, using whatever they're using. Okay, they'll keep on walking around this building. It's like a den of crazy, sick, or addicts. You just can't imagine. Is this what do you call that, hysteria or mania, or is just plain mass insanity, okay, of miserable people? So, well, I hope some researchers will accidentally watch this, or yes, and they would come here and observe the behavior of this society, okay? Not just mainly on the US or the UK, but societies like this, okay? So if ever some children would pass this video, would watch this video, be careful, because even your parents, your brothers and sisters, or your relatives, not just strangers, can do that to you and be like that, what I'm saying, and be like these kinds of people, okay? So even your parents can sell you, okay? So there, it's really hard to trust. And yes, be very careful with society now, and be very careful with videos and books that you are reading, that should always be good, always be kind, and give benefit of the doubt. I guess it's better to trust what you see in them, okay? Just when you see them like they haven't treated you well, believe that, because they're really like that. Because no matter what, they cannot hide who they are. Me, no matter what they did to me, I'm still who I am. I'm still me, and I'm not as evil as them. Even if I fight and I say bad words to them and I fight back, still I am good, I'm honest, I have integrity, and you know. But of course, I am what they hate on me. I'm still sexual, okay? So kids, don't imitate that, okay? So only mature people should do that, okay? There. So see you soon, and I'll see you on the next video. I will talk about investing, because I was pissed off by the news that I saw. Okay, and it's maybe it's related to human behavior too. So see you soon.